to stay. On your path the truth unfolds, guides will whisper stories told. Let your journey now begin, in the magic let's dive in. So tell me, what do the cards reveal? What's the truth they conceal? She's the high priestess with the key to every question that's haunting me. A lover's heart or a warning from the past. In the terror's embrace, I'm spellbound at last. Truth's come undone, it's a dance we must face. In the chaos I find my place. In the tarot's embrace, I'm spellbound at last. Truth's come undone, it's a dance we must face. In the chaos I find my place. The moonlight glows, the veil is thin. Lunar affinity will call again. Thanks for walking in the light, where guides whisper pure insight. Until we meet, the cards will wait. Mystic whispers guide your fate. With every message our spirits send, for cosmic dreams our souls transcend. Hello everyone. How's everyone doing? Hopefully good. Happy Friday. Eliana, I got your donation. Thank you so much. I also got a donation from Sweeter. One for Sweeter and one for Kyasia. Thank you guys. Hey Ajay, hey Elvia. Welcome in everyone. All right, let's get started. We're going to do Elvia here. I have a yes, Elvia. I have the 7 of Wands. This does talk about a challenge though, but it is a yes for me. Teets. Teet, I have a yes. Ace of Wands. You're ready for a fresh start. Boss Lady. Boss Lady, I have a yes. We have the Queen of Wands and the 9 of Pentacles. Hard work paying off. Sweeter. Thank you, Sweeter. Yes, everything's going well. We do have a snowstorm coming in, which it's supposed to be pretty crazy. I believe they said like almost a foot or a foot of snow. That's supposed to happen between Sunday night into Monday. So that's going to be kind of crazy. But we're getting prepped. We're hoping that we keep our heat. Hopefully. If we don't keep our heat, then we'll probably end up sleeping out here because we have like a really big couch, and my cat's room gets really cold, and so I want them to be able to like be out here with us so they can stay warm. But it's gonna be crazy. It's been saying like between 9 and 13 inches since like Wednesday. So we'll see what happens there.
Oh, boss lady, hey. Okay, so you're Kaisha. That sounds good. I'll try to remember that. Hey, James. Oh, well, we're excited about the snow. Like, my husband took off on Monday just in case. And, we're looking forward to it for sure. I do think there's a couple last minute things we probably should get just to set ourselves up for success. I just hope our power doesn't go out. Like, what a waste of a day off if we're stuck inside and our power is not working. So I do hope in that regard that our power stays on. But I'm here for snow. I'm ready for it. We have a nice sledding hill in my backyard, which is part of the reason I bought my house. My sister was like, if you get this house, we're going to come over and sled. And she lives down the street, so they're very excited about my sledding hill. It's a lot of snow. It's the late arrival of snow for you because where was this on Christmas? I know, I know. Who here is on the East Coast? Like, are you guys? Is anyone here expecting snow? Sophie. Sophie, yes. Knight of Cups. This is romance. Sweeter. Sweeter. I don't think he's thinking about it in a very serious way right now. I think it's more the fantasy for him. I think he likes thinking about it in a very hypothetical sense. I have the Four of Cups. So, like, I think he likes thinking about it as, like, anybody that would fantasize about anything. But I don't think that he's actually ready to implement that or consider implementing that just yet in a real serious way. I don't think he's thinking about it seriously. I think he just is enjoying his time with you and he likes thinking about that maybe happening at some point. But I don't think it's like real. I hope that makes sense. Anna, I have a yes. I have the Seven of Pentacles. This is probably one of your income streams. I don't know if it's your main source of income, but I do think it's at least one of the ways that you'll be making money. Nannies, I have a yes. I have the World and the Cups, or sorry, the King of Cups. So I feel like this person would be open to going on a date. IJ. I have a no. I have the Seven of Pentacles. Sorry, Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups. No. She's more so thinking it over herself. She hasn't communicated about it. Hey, Jazz, which question do you want me to answer? Sweeter, I'm thinking about it though. I love a white Christmas. Don't get me wrong, but it wouldn't have been really good for us, just me personally, because I travel to I don't stay home for Christmas. I go to my sister's in the morning and then my in-laws in the afternoon, and then my husband had to work that night. So like that would have been nice if we were staying home. Like if my husband and I had kids and like we were staying in, then that would have been nice. But I'm okay that it didn't snow then, because at least we can prepare a little bit better. You're welcome, nannies and Teet. North Florida in 89. I was like 3 months old. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. Yeah, I was born in 89. You never received snow? Last time was 2004 and 2017. Oh my gosh. Are you guys on the West Coast? Snow in Florida sounds crazy. You're welcome, Anna. Hey, Lorraine, welcome in. Where am I? Oh yeah, you're fine. I speak. Most people know me by my name. I don't tell anybody my name, but I think it's on some of my like payment stuff. So either way works with me. The Dom one. Happy New Year's, Ari. You were 3. Aw, just a little guy. South Texas. My I have like a lot of family in Texas, but they're more like Austin, San Antonio vibes. It's such a beautiful idea. I need to have this happen, but first I need to borrow one of my friend's kids to make the dream work. Oh my god, you're funny. Oh wow, yeah. I can imagine it's not gonna get hot. I mean, not gonna snow there. Hey Nat, happy New Year. We were talking about the snow that's coming our way here. If you guys have a yes no question, just drop it below. I'm gonna try to get through these as quickly as I can. Jazz, I have a yes. We have the 4 of Pentacles. So I think that's good money. I think that's good money. 4 of Pentacles usually means that you're holding on to it. So once you get it, you might not be spending it. But I feel like you've got some money coming your way from this for sure. All right, Sienna. Sienna, I have a yes. I have the Strength card. So I think that's a strong chance. Bria. Bria. Yes, 2 of Cups. So what comes around goes around there. Gabriella. I think your intuition is picking up on something, Gabriella. We have the Queen of Wands. Usually the Queen of Wands, someone is talking about you very highly, like they're saying good things about you, because the Queen of Wands attracts a lot of attention. They're very radiant. They are very captivating. But if there's jealousy here, which happens a lot with the Leo, the Queen of Wands, then that could be negative. It could be misconstrued, and this person could be talking negatively about you because of these qualities. A white chick. Yes, Ace of Cups. I'm seeing new followers. New Jersey, North Carolina, and Pennsylvania. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know much about the snow, to be honest. I feel like I've been getting like mixed information over the last couple of days. Like yesterday it said 1 to 3 inches, and then I woke up this morning, it said 9 to 11. So I was like, okay. And then I've been seeing a foot of snow. So I'm like, I don't really know what to expect here. So I don't really know like how far south it's going, but my understanding is just it's not going further south than Virginia. I don't think. Maybe North Carolina. Hey, Eliana, welcome in. Yay, the date is tomorrow. That's exciting. I'm not from PA. I've got family in Pennsylvania as well. Like my cousin Brittany, who I do live streams and stuff, she's from there. I can imagine it was extremely cold. Body scrubs, yes. Funny you ask. I used it last night. I have right now I have a Kopari brand body scrub that works really well, but I want to go more like natural with the products if I can at some point. Dang, Ari. Good luck with that as I sit here freezing. Yeah, I hope it was a good time too. Yeah, February is usually the worst for us where I'm at. Ray, just go ahead and post your question. I'm about to close the free list now, okay? Just get your question posted. Kopari is a really good brand. When I say really good brand, I mean certain products are really good. I'm sure they all work really well, but when I say good products, I mean clean products. And I usually use the Yuka app to scan items like food and personal care products to see if they are toxic or not. And Kopari has a 100%, like 100 out of 100, completely clean rating on the Yuka app right now for their moisturizer. And it works incredibly. So that's what I can say about that. Tree Hut. I have heard of them, yeah. I'll have to look them up. Dragon fruit, yum. That must smell so good. Okay. Whoa, my voice. Hold on. All right, couple more questions. Boss Lady's free question. Oh, wait. No. This is not Boss Lady's free question. This is Boss Lady's donated question. Okay. I messed up. Bree. I have a no. I have a no for you, Bree. I have the hangman. Firefly. Yes, Six of Cups, and they're hoping for a reunion, I think. I have a yes, Ari, Three of Cups. James. James, I have a no. I have the devil. Nat. Yes, Queen of Pentacles. Ray. I have a yes, Ace of Pentacles for Ray. That's true. I speak. Nothing is perfect, but you gotta try your best. You gotta set yourself up for as much success as you can, and being mindful of consumption in all degrees, whether it's overconsumption and consumerism and buying things you don't need, or consumption of what you are watching or the people you're surrounding yourself with, or consumption in what you're eating or what you're putting on your body. Definitely got to make the best decisions you can, because yes, a lot of stuff is unhealthy for you and unregulated, but if you can make smarter choices in certain areas, you keep yourself like more healthy than if you just do whatever without thinking. Sweeter, that's okay. Yeah, if you delete your comment, I can still see it. Yeah, it's called Kopari. So I speak, I'll type it. My mom introduced the brand to me, and I really like a lot of their products. I will say though, don't buy the coconut oil from them, because it's just regular coconut oil that you can get from like Whole Foods, a grocery store, wherever. They just put it in their own packaging and call it or like coconut oil. So don't do that, because that's just kind of wasting your money. You're just paying for the marketing and the brand. But everything else though they make, and their moisturizer is like, it's impeccable, especially if you have really dry skin, which I do personally. And it's clean and it works really, really well. And I've used it for years, and everyone tells me that I look younger than I am. And I'm sure that's partly genetic, but I think it's also because of how I care for my skin and the products that I use. You're welcome, Nat. You were running out in those streets. Eliana, you're so funny. Hey, Pragati. Hey, Pragati. I'm so sorry. My free list closed like 6 minutes ago. I'm just catching up on the chat. You try your best to be mindful and use clean ingredients and vegan as much as you can, but you're not perfect. I don't think anybody can be perfect with that. Exactly. That's awesome. Thank you for the rec. I'll check them out. You got to be picky with your Kopari products because some are incredible for you and then some are not. So I just recommend using the Yuka app and scanning anything that you can scan that you plan on using on yourself. And remember that companies might formulate with clean ingredients like 1 year and then they realize that they can make it cheaper and then they'll reformulate and then it'll be horrible for you. So like not only do you have to like check before you start using a product, but you have to check periodically on that same product and make sure that it wasn't reformulated with worse ingredients because like I said, it might be good 1 year and then the next year it might be horrible for you. It's YUKA and it's an app. I know they have it up for Apple products. I don't know about anything else, but it's YUKA and it's like a little carrot, I think, icon and it scans health food or food products and it scans like personal care products like toothpaste, mouthwash, face wash, that kind of stuff. Um, and it gives you a rating. And not only does it tell you like what the score is, it tells you why it's bad and what ingredients are in it. So, like for me, one of the things that's really important is that Eliana, I'm gonna do your reading now if you want to post your question. Um, what was I saying? Oh, for me personally, I have a thyroid issue. And so anything that has hormone disruptors is like just not good for me because that's just like worsening my issue. And nobody should have hormone disruptors, period. But people, especially with like autoimmune issues and thyroid disorders, absolutely should not be doing it. So you can use your own discretion. Like if you don't have thyroid issues, you might be fine with a thyroid like disruptor, but you're like absolutely not to carcinogens. And so you can kind of make that choice based on the information that they provide. For me, I try to go as clean as I can. If it says irritant, that's fine. And if it says like allergen, that's fine. I'm not going to be super picky about that, especially if it has a good rating. But if it says carcinogen, absolutely not. If it says hormone disruptor, absolutely not. So I like the breakdown that it gives you as well. Okay, let's take a look. So Eliana, I have you down for an in-depth. Yeah, my sister put me onto it actually, which is surprising because yeah, in-depth. Okay. Um because well, it's not surprising. My sister recommends a lot of stuff to me, but it's surprising that she recommended the Yuga app because it seemed like something I would have introduced her to. But I'm so grateful she showed it to me because you can literally scan any barcode when it comes to food or personal care products and they let you know if it's toxic or not. And I love it. And I've been using it for years. It's like the one app, everyone downloads random stuff all the time, but it's like the one app that has stuck on my phone and I use it like religiously. How will this date with Mike go tomorrow? You just got a new tree hut scrub. Yeah, scan it. Let me know what it says. And I love that it's a free app too. They only charge if you want to like look something up. Like if you don't have the barcode and you want to search something, then that's when they charge you. Ooh, okay. So he's coming into this like a shy boy, Eliana. You said you're sure he's getting you something because he asked for your favorite color. Oh, I love that. Oh, that's so cute. He's very, very nervous. I think getting you something is like the thing he can do to break the ice to make it less awkward. I feel like he just doesn't want to show up empty-handed. And it makes me wonder if like that's kind of how this whole thing started with like bringing flowers to someone or bringing a gift on a first date is like it's such a nice icebreaker to kind of be I don't know. I don't know. But anyways, um you've been noticing shyness in him. Yeah, he's coming like a shy boy. It's kind of cute. He's nervous. I feel like he's feeling a little insecure. He's like a little scared. You know what it's reminding me of is like his inner child coming through. Like, you know, like if a little kid was to bring someone a flower or something, you know, just like I feel like his inner child is coming through right now for your date. But I think he's very excited about it. And he's going to try to come across like much more confident and put together than how he's feeling inside. And I think because you're so intuitive, that scares him because I think he's like, she's going to read me for filth. Like she's gonna see on my face like that I'm nervous and she's just gonna know. Um but like Eliana, if you feel like his feelings, it would put him at ease if like you can tell he's nervous for you to be like, "Oh my god, I was so nervous for this date." Like just to call it out because then he'll be like, "Really?" And then you'll be like, "Yeah." And then maybe that'll help him like warm up. I think you're a very warm person and I just don't think um I don't think that it's going to take long for it to thaw, you know. I think he's going to warm up to you very quickly. You said Emily B. He says you look like her, resemble her. Let me Google it. Hold on. Would that be Emily Bustamante? I can see it. I can kind of see it. Let me look at more pictures. Oh, wow. I'm on her Instagram right now. I can definitely see it. Oh my gosh, yes. If this is who he's talking about, oh yeah, Emily B. Yeah. I can definitely see that. Oh my goodness, what a compliment. She's beautiful. Oh my goodness. That's such a compliment. Um You said if he gets quiet, you're gonna tell him you're the one that's supposed to be the shy one. You'll send and oh yes, it's when you're on FaceTime. Oh my god, that's so cute. Yeah, I can definitely see it for sure. Um Okay. So I think he's going to want to come with like an open heart as well. I see here with the Ace of Cups that he's like going to put it all out there on the line. Like if he's feeling some type of way, like if he like want if he thinks you look beautiful, he's going to want to have the courage to tell you that you're beautiful. Like I feel like he's going to want to kind of wear his heart on his sleeve. If he likes a shirt that you're wearing or a color on you or the type of jewelry you wear or just the way you put yourself together, if he loves your hair, like I feel like there's going to be a lot of compliments that are going to be going on in his head, and he's going to want to tell you that. Like I feel like he's going to be more vulnerable, more vocal about this is what it feels like to me. Now, I think that he also wants to show you different sides of him because I have like the Two of Pentacles, which makes me feel like two sides of the same coin. So he's going to want to show you like different parts of him. He's going to want to show you his funny side, his chivalrous side, his generous side. You know, like he's going to want you to see different aspects of him on this date. So that way you can kind of like pin him immediately. Like he wants you to like just see him show up authentically, I suppose. Um let's see. He's going to let you make every single decision. It doesn't mean that he's not going to take the lead, but he's going to let you make the decision. So, he might say, "I was doing some research and I was looking up these two restaurants. Are you in the mood for this or this?" Like I feel like he will make some sort of plan, but I think that when it comes down to it, he just wants you to enjoy yourself. So, he's going to ask for your input depending on what it is that you're doing. Let me see. I feel, hey, mature. I feel, oh, you're pescatarian. Okay. So I feel like he's gonna want to make a move, Eliana. I feel like he's gonna want to like, I don't know, he's gonna might want to steal a kiss or something like that. Like to me, there's like some hesitancy because I think he doesn't want to put you off. But I think that if he gets like some kind of approvals, like he's gonna go for it because I think he really, really wants to like get in there. Like I'm getting he at least wants to kiss you is what it feels like to me, like at least. Cuz I feel like what they're saying is he doesn't want to waste any time. Like he basically you're going to have to set the pace for this. Like you're going to have to set the tone because this man's going to take whatever he can get cuz he's just so attracted to you. Hey, mature, our free list is done. I'm so sorry. It closed like 30 minutes ago. If you want to donate $5, you can for that question to be answered. Yeah, I'm making you laugh the way I'm saying it. Well, because half the time I don't know what I'm gonna say until I say it. So I'm just like letting this come through. He was asking so many details about what you like to eat. So this is yeah. I speak. Did I get yours? Are you talking about your donation or are you talking about your question? I got your donation. Um But yeah, so Eliana, it's like he wants to take things to the next level with you. And you're definitely going to have to set the tone for how far this is going to be able to go because, well, you know what I'm trying to say. Now, I think also you're going to make him work for it. And I think he's going to like that. And I think that that's why he's been hooked on you for so long because you're easy in terms of like you get on well with people and you know how to have a conversation, you know how to let things flow, but you don't make it easy. Like it's very clear that someone has to work for it with you, you know? And I think that really has him perked up. Like his attention is like on you because of that. So I think that, you know, give him a little something, something, but maybe, you know, just like make him work for it a little bit. Cause I think underneath it all, he really does like it. And I think that there's going to be another date. Now, I feel I feel like the next date might not be made by the end of the night, but I'll tell you two things. One, I think the next date will be discussed on this date. So I think there will be conversations like next time we see each other, we should blah blah blah. It's nothing set in stone, but it's conversations about the next time. And then I think very shortly after you guys go your separate ways after the date, I think there will be communication then to solidify actual plans at that point. But there will definitely be like it implied that there will be a next time, but I don't think those plans will be solid until after the date, if that makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions about this. Perfect. Okay, awesome. Does that answer all your questions, Eliana? You're very welcome. You said I'm absolutely going to make him work for it. He's dealing with a very healed version. Oh, I love it. Okay, awesome. You're welcome, Eliana. I hope you have a great night. Next up we have Sweeter. Sweeter, do you want to go first or would you like Kaija to go first? Let me know. I speak my truth. Well, I can't use my new face mask I got because it's bad. No, I'm so sorry. It got a 0 out of 100. And my tree hut is poor. My burpees lip ball got a good score. Green light. Thank goodness on that. I'm so sorry. I know. Once I recommend it, everyone's going to be looking at what they bought in a completely different light. Like, sometimes my husband hates when I scan his stuff because he's like, I just want to use it and I don't want to know that it's bad. But once I know that it's bad, then I know every single time I use it, it's not good for me. So, what I will say to this, Lorraine, is that if you're only going to use it one time, if it's like a sheet mask or something, don't like don't not use it if you want to. But when it comes to like routine products that you're going to be using like a couple of days a week or every day, then that's when you have to be conscientious about what you're doing. I don't think one time is going to be the end of the world, especially if you spent money on it. But if it's something that you have to continue to use, then it's going to be a problem. Eliana, I look forward to the update. Thank you so much. Let me see here. Okay, yes. So, Crow's Nest, I got your donation. Let me update the list really quick so everyone can see where they are. So, Crow's Nest, I have you down for a mini. Is that right? Your mom and you share YouTube. She's super religious. So you think she took you off as my sub? Oh my God. That's a bummer, man. Oh, I just saw your message on Instagram. Oh my goodness. You know what's so crazy about people being super religious is that some people are like super religious and can get down with this kind of stuff. And then some people aren't. And that's just their preference, I guess. I'm not offended by it, but I'm sorry if you're upset about it. And at the same time, unsubscribing from me makes it hard for you. So I'm sure she's just not even thinking about that. She's just like, I don't want to be a part of this. Maybe she should get her own YouTube her own YouTube username. Dang, I'm sorry, Lorraine. Yeah, he's like, stop scanning my stuff because once I know it's bad, then I know every time I use it, it's bad for me. People don't want to know things. That's why they say ignorance is bliss because people say they want to know, they really don't want to know. Okay, James. Stone Cold Baptist. It is what it is. Justice is your choice. Yeah, definitely agree with that for sure. I'm lucky that my family supports me, but at the same time, even though like my dad's side of the family is like hardcore Catholic, um, our family is extremely unpredictable. I mean, we have me who does tarot, my cousin does tarot. My brother is gay. My other cousin's gay. I have another cousin that's gay. So it's like when you think about all the things that like they're super strict about and they're like, oh no, you have to be this way and you have to do this and you have to do that. And then all the grandchildren come out doing crazy shit according to them, which seems pretty normal to me, but it is what it is. Then they're like, oh, okay, clearly we can't push our opinions onto them and whatever, however they live their life is how they live their life. And I think that we've, as like our generation has like broken a lot of cycles in our family, which is really nice. And then on my mom's side of the family, they just have like a lot of intuition. Like I'm pretty sure my mom is clairvoyant. So she's very accepting of me. All my family are very accepting about what it is that I do. And even if they didn't, is it's not going to stop me. But I can understand that. James, I got your questions. Thank you. You believe as long as people respect that other human beings have different opinions, that's okay. For sure, for sure. I know. I mean, I'm sure they still have their opinions, absolutely. But at the same time, I feel like they aren't as judgmental as they could have been about it. And I think that's because they realize they just have no control. Like their grandchildren, their descendants are going to be what they're going to be. And they choose to love us over that. So that's a good feeling. All right, I'm updating the donation list and then we're going to move on. All right, so James, you said you donated. For some reason, I haven't gotten that notification that you donated. So where's my phone at? Hold on a second. Let me grab my phone. I'm so sorry, guys. This is such a chaotic live stream. I speak. Crow's Nest. Oh, Culture's here. James is in here somewhere. Thank you, guys. All right. Kaija, I'm going to be right with you, girl. Let me just find my phone real quick. I'm going to actually ping it because I have no idea where it is. Oh, okay. Got it. No worries. All right, so first up we have Kaija, then Sweeter, then I Speak, then Crow's Nest, then Culture, then James. As of right now, we are just going to go in that order. If anyone pays to skip, you'll be moved up. We don't have any pre-orders besides Sweeter. So nobody can jump ahead of Sweeter and Kaija. But other than that, it's fair game. All right. Kaija, husband's view of me right now. We had a big argument like a couple of days ago. So, oh, you're not requesting a reading? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Deep. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. I thought you were donating for tonight. That's a tip. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. You are amazing. Oh my God. I cannot get over you. Thank you so much. I'm speechless. You are incredible. Thank you. You are amazing. Have a great weekend, please. Have a great weekend. You just made my weekend. Thank you. Thank you. You're incredible. Yes, it was awesome doing a private reading for you earlier. Thank you. Sending you so many blessings and good vibes. Have a good night, friend. Okay. So, Kaija, I'm focused on you. I'm so sorry. I feel like your husband was feeling almost like this kind of happened. I don't know if he was caught off guard or if like he was surprised by this, but it almost feels like there's some type of level of like impulsiveness over this or something like knee jerk reaction, like I'm just reacting. This is it. This is in the moment. And I feel like he feels like something about this was like surprising or sudden, or it just kind of came out of nowhere, or like, the reaction might have just happened in the moment is kind of what I'm getting. um I feel, in addition to that, that he feels like this is short-lived. This to me, I don't really know how to explain it other than he can look at this realistically and know that this is an issue, that this is a problem, that you guys had an argument, but intuitively, he doesn't think that it's your downfall. Like, he doesn't feel like this is officially over. Like, no matter the words that were spoken, if you guys said things that you didn't mean, if you guys are just not in a good place right now, what it looks like is not how he feels deep down. And I think that despite everything, he still has faith that you guys can figure this out, because I think what's happening is that you guys are upset about the circumstances, and that's affecting your relationship. Because this is what I will say, Spirit is coming through saying this argument would not have happened normally. Like, this specific thing wouldn't have been this big of an issue if you guys weren't going through what you're going through right now. So the circumstances that are beyond your control have now kind of infiltrated your psyches, and it's making you guys argue with each other, because deep down you're not necessarily like, I mean, you might be mad at each other. I'm not going to assume anything. You might be frustrated. He might be mad, whatever. But they're basically saying that, like, if the circumstances were different, this argument wouldn't have been like this, or this argument wouldn't have happened at all. And sometimes it's not about what we're talking about. It's about what has led us up until that point, what has gotten us in the place that we're at now, that we would have this kind of argument. So his perception of you, as far as his love for you, has not changed. We have temperance, which indicates that he feels like he needs to find a way to calm down before he comes back around again. But you're still the bright spot in his life. You're the sun. You're the northern star, the north node, the thing that he looks to bring happiness into his life. He's still committed to you. He's still committed to this. Oh, okay, okay. So that makes sense, because I said you guys wouldn't have been in this argument if it wasn't for the circumstances that you were in. That there was something else that was out of your control that was making you guys argue. Okay, this is making sense. What needs to happen, your husband has to kind of put her in her place, I'm sorry to say. We have the Five of Swords in reverse, and this indicates that he needs to be the one to bring compromise, to bring peace, to bring resolution to this connection. It is not, Spirit wants you to know, Kaija, it is not up to you to fix this problem. Your husband needs to step up. Your husband needs to put her in her place. This is, I'm so sorry you're dealing with this. A toxic mother-in-law is no bueno. But what they want you to know is that he needs to be the one to kind of defend you. He needs to be the one to put her in her place, which he might. I don't know if he does or not. But this is between them. This has nothing to do with you. Even though you are, quote unquote, the problem to her, this isn't about you. This is about her own self, her own insecurities, her own problems that she's projecting onto you. She sounds like a miserable person. But I want to end this reading to let you know that he does have faith that you guys are going to be able to work this out. He's still in it with you. He doesn't think this is a make or break situation. This argument is not going to be what defines a separation, in his opinion. He feels like you guys will figure it out. But I do think that he felt unequipped at the time to handle this appropriately. He felt like this came down very quickly and it caught him off guard, and he was saying all the wrong things because he wasn't prepared for this. It doesn't mean that you guys have never had this issue before. It doesn't mean that the mother-in-law has never been the problem and all this stuff. No, I'm not saying that. There could have been previous arguments about the situation. What I'm saying is this specific time, he felt very, I don't know if vulnerable is the right word, but he felt kind of like backed into a corner, and he just felt very ill prepared, and he just, I don't think, was able to make you feel like supported the way that you needed to feel supported. All right, so that is what I've got. Let me know if you want to add on to your reading, or if you feel that answered your question. Does he believe her lies? I don't think he does. No, intuitively, I don't think so. It's not the question that I asked, but I think that really he doesn't care what she says. I think that he just doesn't want problems. And so he's trying to find a way to calm down, bring a sense of, balance to what's going on right now, try to find a way to resolve this. I think that he knows his mother very well, and I think that he knows how she operates, and I don't think that he believes anything that she tells him. I think he knows that he has to make his own opinion first, or his own research, or figure things out himself. He can't just like blindly follow her, because he knows her very well, and he knows that that's never going to work. So I don't really think he cares what she says. And when I say he doesn't care, I mean, I'm not saying he doesn't care about his mom. I'm just saying I don't think that he takes what she says very seriously, because I think that he knows how she operates, and he knows that she could just say stuff that may or may not be true. Sweeter, so you're next if you want to post your question. Unless Kaija wants to add on. Give me 1 second. Oh, wait, hold on. Maybe I can fix this. Oh, you're adding on for her? Okay, that sounds good. Oh, you're gonna add on? All right, let me check. Let me check. I'll let you know when that comes through, sweeter. Okay, it looks like it just came through. So let's get shuffling for you. All right, so follow-up question. How will the conversation go? Oh, how will the conversation be when he calls you? Okay, let's see. All right. So the first card out, we have the Ace of Swords. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. This is good. I feel like he is going to try to make you feel more comfortable about everything. Like I think he's going to try to make you feel better. The Ace of Swords is like offering you clarity, like telling you what he's thinking in a way that makes you feel good. It makes you feel heard, seen, supported. He might even tell you, look, I've talked to my mom, like I've already told her that this is not going to fly with me. Regardless, the Ace of Swords indicates that you feel success during and after this phone conversation, that there's some kind of breakthrough that has been had, and or you feel like clear about things. You're getting that clarity that you need, and like you feel like he's on your side. And we also have the Six of Cups, so it's also, in addition to that, offering you comfort, making you feel a bit better about what has happened. Maybe telling you like he can't wait to see you, he misses you, because this is like the card of reunion. I feel like he's going to want to give back to you. He's going to want to say like, I hear how you've been feeling. This is what I'm planning to do about it, or this is what I've done about it. Because the Six of Pentacles is like receptivity. It's like, giving and receiving, and like that kind of vibe. So I feel like he's saying you've done a lot and you've sacrificed a lot, and here's my turn to like give back, or like mutual exchange, make the effort equal. I also feel that there's going to be an apology from him. We have the judgment card. So this talks a lot about apologies. It talks about finding forgiveness where you need it. And he may be asking for your forgiveness on him, on behalf of himself and or his mom. I feel like he is going to try to bring healing to your connection and give you more hope maybe than what you're currently feeling right now with the star here. So it feels good overall. It's really great cards to get for the situation at hand. I feel like he's just going to kind of come back and like, it's going to just feel different this time. Like, I think he's going to try to approach this very differently with you. I think his struggle is like, if something happens unexpectedly, he handles it very, very wrong. Like, he's defensive. He might argue with you and you don't, it's like not even your fault. He doesn't handle it well. But I think that when he has time to reflect and sit and think about things and then come back, I think it's a completely different person. He's just not good with things being put on the spot, you know? He said, yeah, he does. What does he do? Thank you so much. This made me feel so great because I was going through it mentally. Oh my gosh, you're so welcome. I hope you get to talk to him soon. And honestly, my advice when you communicate with him is just like let him talk. Like, just be like, I'm feeling a lot of different things, but I want to let you talk first. Like, I want to hear what you're thinking, what you're feeling, and like just let him go first because and he might even try to take like charge of the conversation anyways, but I think that he needs to like make reparations, like this is his family, this isn't your family. If it was your mom getting involved, you would absolutely be like in the middle of it, defending him and protecting him. Like, he needs to have that opportunity to do the same for you. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, reflex. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, and I feel like he doesn't mean it and he doesn't wanna be that way. But, you know, just remember he is your piece and you don't like being in this position with him and you wouldn't be in it if it wasn't for these extenuating circumstances. And you need to remind him of that. This isn't about the two of you. It's about the things outside of your relationship that are trying to come and superimpose themselves onto you. So you have to just like remember it's the two of you against the problem, not you against each other. Reflects on you a lot whenever his mother says something that's a lie, then he goes off on you. He needs to not, because I'm telling you right now, he does not fully believe her. Okay? He does not fully believe her. But They have a weird dynamic, and I think that he needs to stop letting her try to influence him. Because when she tells him things, his intuition goes, I don't believe it. What are you even talking about? But his ego goes, oh no, absolutely not. Because he's insecure. Because you guys don't have a very secure relationship, because you guys can't have one right now. And so he's going to let his, and think about all the time he has to think about this, all the time he has to think about it. And that's just going to make him more and more worked up, because he is only a part of your life in such a small way right now that he doesn't know what's going on. And he's insecure about that. And he can't see every little thing that's happening. But he needs to come to grip that you're the person that he should trust. And that if you say something is or isn't happening or whatever, he needs to take your word at face value, and he needs to trust in you, because that's the only way this relationship is going to work. But it's very clear that he cares about you and he loves you and you're his whole world, because if you were doing something, or his mom was saying you were doing something that you weren't doing, or whatever it is, if he didn't care, he wouldn't have this kind of reaction. But he needs to readjust that, and he needs to come at this differently than what he has been. And I do feel he'll regroup, because the thing is he doesn't want to lose you, and I think that's where the fear comes from. I think that's where the insecurity is that he has to just hear about your life. He can't see your life. And so he just has nobody else to like believe except for maybe his mom. And he just needs to understand her motives. He needs to see that she's trying to get in the way of the two of you. That's a problem. Yes, exactly. And he should do the same for you. All right, this is for Sweeter. Oh, we have 10 of Cups energy trying to make its way out here. He's a Gemini. Are you referring to Boss Lady's husband is a Gemini? Oh my gosh, Sweeter. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. You have got Milo in a really great place, and I do not want you to change literally anything that you're doing, okay? At the bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers, and the Ten of Cups has shown up again. This talks about harmony, balance, being on the same page, being in alignment, wanting the same things, having a high level soul connection. This is all good stuff. I think what it is, Sweeter, is that you are not allowing him to just, it's kind of like what I told Eliana. You are not allowing him to just like come onto the scene and just get whatever he wants out of you. You are making him work for it, and he needs that. So please, please, please don't commit immediately. Don't give in immediately. Really let him know I'm a high caliber woman, and you are going to really have to work for this. Like, I need to see consistency. I need you to prove yourself, because I don't just give my heart out to anybody. My quote is always, getting someone to fall in love with me has never been the problem. Getting a good man to fall in love with me is where the issue was. And that is not the case anymore for me. But now I pass that quote on to you because you don't have an issue with men falling in love with you. You have an issue with a good man falling in love with you. Okay? That's the difference. You are the prize. So keep doing what you're doing because it is working. It's making him feel like a man. You're it's so weird. It feels like it's not right. It feels wrong, but it's right because the more you make him work for it, the more he realizes, okay, I have to rise up to this certain level to be with her because she has certain expectations, and in turn it's making him feel like more like a man. It's making him feel more grown. It's making him feel like an adult pursuing a woman. And I think that that's good for him. And I also think that that's good for you. You're the prize. See, you be knowing Luna. That's why we locked in. You be telling me how it is. And yeah, and that's I mean, I can't help it. I gotta tell you how I feel. So what I don't want is for you to go, oh, okay, so like this is all good and he's showing good things. And then like a couple days from now, you like let it all go. No, he needs to continue to work for it. I want you to have consistency from him for a while. Like I would say at least a couple weeks to a month at a minimum. Like I want him to be pursuing you, actively pursuing you, communicating with you. You haven't heard from him, but he's on your page. Yeah. So that's the thing. It's like when you guys officially start, when I say officially start dating, I mean he is just courting you. He's pursuing you. He's taking you out. You guys are spending time together. You're getting to know each other. Like that's what I mean by officially dating. I want you to see like consistency from him and effort from him for a long time. We sometimes as women feel, and I definitely feel a collective shift in women now that I didn't feel before, but I feel like now we're just like, yeah, we're done, been there, done that, don't want the fuck boy, just want an actual like good person. And I feel like as a whole, women are just like kind of all feeling that way. But I think what happens is we're so emotional and we're so like in tune with ourselves. And a lot of times we think, oh, if we're dating someone new, we immediately have to put all of our wants and dreams and like visions that we have for ourselves onto that person. And then we start, because of that, we start like feeling feelings for them and all of that stuff. And then we get invested and they've barely given us anything at all. And I think what we're learning is that just because we're seeing someone, just because we're talking to someone does not mean we need to invest our feelings there. We should be able to compartmentalize that. Dating someone, going on dates, spending time together doesn't mean we have to put all our eggs in that basket. It just means we're getting to know that person. And I think that's what it is, sweeter. We give in too easily because we tend to, yes, go light on them. And it's because we've invested emotionally. And it's like, why do we do that? We're going on a date. Like, we're going out for a couple of drinks. Like, we don't need to be investing in that person emotionally. Why are we doing that to ourselves? So that's the thing, sweeter, is what you've been doing. You're dangling like a little cherry in front of him. And you're like, do you want it or not? Because if you want it, you're going to have to work for it. And I think that right there is making you a standout to him. And that's what's been making you a standout too, because he also knows your relationship with your person R, and he sees, oh, that guy fumbled. So he knows that you aren't just going to agree to this or that. Like you're like, no, I mean, I need to see actual effort. He said he slipped up and told you he wants something serious. We spoke on kids and wanting stability. So you're maybe also coming into his life too and making him realize as well what it is that he wants. Maybe you're opening some doors for him that he didn't know were there before. And he's met you and he's expanding his vision for maybe what life could be like with someone. And why I say that this is a really good reading is because you have the Emperor and the Empress here. And people know in my live stream, I don't ever see Well, I do see it, but it's very, very rare that I see an emperor and empress show up in the same reading. So, what that tells me is that how he's viewing you is his wife. He's viewing him as the husband and you as the wife. And this is like the ultimate court card couple. It's the instead of the king and queen, it is the emperor and the empress. And that's more significant because the emperor and empress are part of the major arcana, which is major life themes. It's like the big one, okay? So if he is showing up as the emperor and you are showing up as the empress, as far as what's going on in his mind, he may feel like you are the one for him because the two of them show up all the time, but it's very rare if they show up in the same reading. And when it happens, I let you know how significant that is because in those moments, it's a big deal. And spirit knows that's how I read it, is that it's a big deal. You're a little nervous because you feel yourself pulling towards him and noticing him becoming gentle. He's so affectionate. You love this because you also notice when you're together, he wants emotion and passion. He told me he views me as his wife and he wants me to view him as his husband. He wants me to feel safe with him. Yes. No, that's definitely it. I mean, he's looking to level up the relationship. We have the Four of Wands. He's excited to explore this further. We have the Page of Wands. And he's feeling like success, like victory, like I did it, I achieved it, I found it. Ace of Swords. So that's how he's viewing you. And that is why I say just keep doing what you're doing because it looks good energetically. He said it when you guys first hooked up. That's why he said he feels he had to have you because Rashad wasn't supposed to. Oh my god, that sounds like a book. I don't know if you guys have been on a book talk, but you know those like steamy books? I don't really read, so I don't really know, but I know there's women that go crazy over them. And that sounds like something someone would say in a book. It sounds very like alpha territorial. It's kind of hot, actually. I like a guy who's going to assert dominance like that. It's attractive. Yeah, sweeter, you did. Yeah. We haven't talked about it in depth, but I do recall that for sure. When you were over at his place, you started to get affected by the light and he jumped into action. Oh, that's so nice. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. Well, I'm excited to see how it unfolds with you guys. Sweeter, hopefully that answers your question. Let me know if you have any follow up that you'd like to add on for. But if I answered your question, then that's great. And it was good chatting with you. Yeah, definitely keep me posted. And boss lady, I don't know if you're still in here, Kaija, but I'm sending you so much love. I hope that things go well. I hope that you can come back and give me an update and tell me that things went a lot better than you thought they were going to. You want to add on after? Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, whenever you want to add on, you just go for it. Okay, so I speak. She drops in and says, I can't use my face mask I got because it's bad. It got a 0 out of 100. My tree hood is poor. Burpees. Lip. Oh, yeah, I did comment on that. Did that just. Oh, you retracted it. Okay. Okay. No, you're good. I was like, wait, I thought that I commented on it. Um, what does Spirit want you to know right now for your first in depth? Okay. Okay, so really quick, just to clarify, I have you down for well, it looks like a $15 donation. For you, I speak. So if you want an in-depth BOGO, you might want to do 17 instead of 15 because then I can do 2 in-depth readings for you. I'm just trying to figure out how we're breaking this down. Because if I do an in-depth for you and it's not a BOGO, then that leaves $3. No, $2 left over that I don't know what to do with. Oh, okay, you're good. Um, all right, sweeter, I got you as well. I'll add you to the back of the line. What does Spirit want I speak to know right now for first in depth? What does Spirit want I speak to know right now for first in depth? Crow's Nest, thanks for checking in, friend. Got it, girl. I got it, Lorraine. Thank you. So one of two things. Either one, you're doing better than you think you are, or two, you are doing better and you're aware of it. But regardless, you're doing better is what Spirit is saying. There's something, I don't know if it's something within you, it's the work that you've been putting in. I don't know if the new year has brought something new to you mentally or what, but you said both. Okay. Cause I'm getting like she's got a pep in her step. That's like the verbiage that's coming to me. It's just she's feeling a little better. She's doing a little better. And I'm happy to hear that you are aware of it. It makes me happy because it makes me feel like maybe there's like a light at the end of the tunnel for you. Mentally, okay, there we go. Yeah, it feels like, but I think you're cautious still though. I feel like Spirit is coming through going, she is noticing it, but she's cautious about it still. Because the thing is that when it comes to your mentality, it can be consistently good every single day, but also you know that it could change too. And so you're kind of like holding your breath right now, I feel, because you're like, I'm feeling good and I don't want to think about it too much. Like I almost feel like I need to move on from this talking about this because like I feel like you don't want to think about that too much. Like you're observing it, you notice it, it's great, and you're feeling better. But you're like, if I think about it too much, I might put myself into like a a whole spiral, and I don't want to do that. So really quickly, just want to come. Yeah, that's what it feels like to me. I was like, I gotta move on from the subject. That's literally you. Okay. So we're not gonna talk about it anymore, but I just want to let you know that Spirit is saying Spirit is saying that you are doing really, really well. They're very proud of you. And doing little things. Oh my gosh. Aw. Doing little things to make yourself feel better is for the win. Like they're saying that you're doing like small things that make you happy. And it's like the little moments throughout the day that are making you feel good or making you feel excited. And what they want you to do is they want you to always have something to look forward to. Okay. And it doesn't have to be anything big, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. They just want you to make sure that there's always something that you're doing every single day that you can look forward to, whether that's cooking a delicious meal, putting a face mask on, using a body scrub, using a hair mask, going to see a friend, I mean, literally watching a nice movie and drinking some hot chocolate, like whatever it is, like they want you to always have something on your schedule that feels exciting to you. Okay. This is for whatever reason they're saying is the key to your happiness. So, um, painting your nails, like, I mean, it doesn't have to cost money either. It can literally be something you do for free. If you look forward to journaling, then do that. If you look forward to drawing or being creative, then doing that. I think what it is that our mental health is. Oh, hey, Eliana, thank you. Did you donate for a skip? I feel like when it comes to our mental health, when it comes to feeling empowered, when it comes to being empowered, it's highly linked to our own personal inspiration. And if we feel inspired, then we can combat any type of mental, like, health issue that we have, or if we're combating something that's really dark or heavy, it can give us something to do. Now, is it going to happen? Do we have anything to look forward to? Is anything great? Is anything delicious? Is anything fun when we're in our heaviest, darkest place? No, I don't think that is going to pull you out of it. But what I'm saying is that now that you're like pulled out, okay, you're like, imagine if it was a hole, like you're over the edge and you're climbing out of it. You need to still have things to look forward to now. Like you need to have things that are going to make your day more exciting, make your day better. Like basically always have something to look forward to, no matter what it is, no matter how simple or big it is. That's like the main thing that they want you to know. Okay, Eliana, I've got you down for a skip. So I will work on you next, okay? Let me see. I love that you've been painting and got a coloring book. Adult coloring book sounds so fun. I would want markers personally. Like I feel like I'd want markers to color with. There's just something the way like marker ink colors lines that just like feels so satisfying. Um I really like those adult coloring books that are like the mandalas or mandalas. Do you know what I'm talking about? I really like doing those. Those are a lot of fun. Um let me see. Basically, I think what it is they just want you to stay busy. I have the Eight of Wands. They're saying don't have idle hands. Don't be idle. Don't have idle hands. Like, of course, you need to have downtime. You need to have relaxation. But I think the main thing is like allowing yourself to stay distracted as much as possible, because they're saying that the issue that you have, which I'm going to only quickly touch on, is the fact that you can be an overthinker. And so, like, they just really want you to have things that you can do that can kind of get you out of your head and into your body. More movement actually would be really good for you as well. Are you doing anything like Pilates or walking? They don't want you to do strenuous activity is what I'm hearing. Not right now. I think you can move to lifting or something like that later on, but I think right now they're saying they want you to be gentle on yourself, and they want you to do like slow movement, like small movement stuff. You have to set a boundary with yourself. Yes. So, like, there's a trick to that. And basically, it's just observe the thought and let it go. Do not harp on it. Don't let it take you somewhere where it doesn't need to go. Gentle yoga in the morning, long walks. Okay, perfect. Okay, good. Keep that up. Do not change that at all. I think you'll know if and when you want to do more strenuous activity, but I think that they're saying that's not good for you. At least right now. I think it's going to shoot your cortisol levels up or something like that if you do too high intensity So they're like basically they're saying they want you to do things that are going to basically just get you back into your body but not stress you out. So do not do that right now. um you'll know. I feel like you'll have intuition on when that would be a good idea, but a big part of your issue probably is high cortisol, and because you can stress yourself out really easily, and you can like, and then not only that, but you judge yourself quite a bit is what I'm hearing. Like you'll judge yourself for thinking a certain way, and it's like that's not fair to do to yourself. What's this thought? I don't think they want you to judge yourself for the things that you're thinking or feeling. I'm in your head. It's like you even judge yourself on like the process. Like you judge yourself on your thought process. So like you'll think something and then you'll observe that and then you'll think about that thing and then you'll judge yourself for thinking that thing. And it's like that's where it gets complicated for you. And that is probably why spirit is like, get out of your head and into your body. So I don't really think that there's like um criticism here, really. I think it's more like being self-aware of the things that maybe you kind of knew about yourself, but maybe we highlighted a little bit more today. And just, you're on the right path, you're on the right trajectory. And be gentle with yourself and try not to judge yourself too harshly. Observe and let it go and get into your body, and give yourself little things to look forward to all the time. Like always have something to look forward to. You got onto that, the ultimate overthinking. It's so bad. Like I'm in your head because I get it. Like I can tap into your energy and I understand it. What can I answer for you as your second question? What can you expect as you continue on your healing journey? Oh, that's a good question. I think I need to do a quick check as well. I might have to close my list. Let me see. Yeah, I might have to close my list soon. I don't know. I'm going to hold off for a second. All right, what can she expect as she continues on her healing journey? This sounds kind of crazy, but I'm going to say it. I think that you are going to monetize off of everything that you have learned and everything that you have been through. And I think that there's a way that you are going to help other people because of this. And I think that on your healing journey in the near future, it's going to be doing a lot of research on how to make this happen. But I think that and I know that you read, like I know you're a reader as well, but I think that it extends past that. I think there's something else that you're doing, like it doesn't feel like influencing, but it almost feels like you take it offline, like you take it off grid, um like retreats or life coaching lessons or podcasts or something like that. Like it feels like it's more on the one-on-one connection versus, so for instance, I don't think you're going to be like an influencer. Like I don't think you're going to be like sharing videos about your journey and like having other people like and comment on it. I think it's more about the direct impact that you feel that you want to have on like helping other people. Yeah, it feels like that. It feels like life coaching. It feels like sharing your story via podcast. It's something about, it doesn't necessarily mean you're not going to be online and like promoting yourself online, but it feels like to me like a more intimate space. So, if you're an influencer, for example, you're talking to the camera, you're trying to reach an audience, you're very clearly trying to grab the masses. I feel like with a podcast, for example, you it's more like you talking with someone else and it's a very intimate setting. You're just doing it with you and that person. And then it gets broadcasted and whoever likes it likes it. But it's not necessarily intended for a bunch of people to try to like persuade them or influence them in some way. It's more like you're just trying to share your experience. And I feel like that's what it is. It feels like you're sharing your experience in a very intimate way. So you might plan retreats, like you might be looking for some type of social circle that you can kind of create for yourself and for other women who might be like you. You know, you might like I'm kind of getting like there's a lot of different avenues that this can go, but that's what it feels like. Is it feels like you're trying to get in person again. You're trying to get in person. You're trying to have like one-on-one interactions. And if people are here to listen to that one-on-one interaction, that's great. But it feels like more intimate to me. Almost like you said you thought about going back to your YouTube channel and speaking about your healing and what you're going through now. But it's for you, not for views. That's what I mean, is it's like it doesn't necessarily feel like you're trying to convince anyone of anything. You're just trying to share your experience and trying to bring in like inclusivity. Like basically like whoever finds me is meant to find me and that's it. Like you're not sitting here trying to like promote it. But what I want to be clear about is you do monetize on this. You do have money coming in for you. But I think in the near future, it's like doing the research or and trying to sit with yourself and figure out what exactly it is that you want to do. You know, like I could almost see you. Also like forming groups with people, like social media groups. Actually, I don't want to say this out loud. I want to tell you in a message. So I'm going to send you a message real quick because I feel like this is kind of a neat idea and I've never heard of it before, but it just came through. So hold on one second. Trying to find you on here. Okay. Okay. I see you reacting. So I see you like seeing what I'm saying. Okay. So that's kind of what I was thinking. Um yeah, like that's kind of what I was seeing for you. And it's like, but it starts off slow. Like it has to start in like a group setting, for example, which Facebook, I think, honestly, is probably the easiest thing that you could do with that. You, of course, could promote it on other platforms, but I think creating a group would be like the easiest thing on like Facebook. But basically, it's it's calling on like-minded individuals that find you, and it might start with like YouTube. Okay, it might start with YouTube, and it goes from there. You're on Facebook for emotional support. Yeah, you might want to start like your own group and post like your YouTube videos to the group, and then it kind of snowballs into something else. You know what I mean? So like make your YouTube videos and make a Facebook group and post once you start to get if you already have a following, then obviously say, hey, join my Facebook group, whatever. But it's gonna start off slow. But I think posting your videos onto Facebook and kind of becoming like the face of this and having people like relate to you, and then maybe it can turn into the thing that I messaged you on Instagram about at some point. It's definitely like ever evolving is what it feels like. And like um the cool thing that I had sent you the message about too is that you could like collaborate with other people. So like for example, you may be leading it. Yeah, absolutely. You may be leading it, right? But you may collaborate with someone else. So like maybe you want to have like group talk sessions. Maybe that's your thing is like everyone sharing their experience and getting things off their chest. But then you collaborate with like a Reiki healer. And then you collaborate with like I'm trying to think, someone else who does maybe like yoga or meditation or sound healing or something. And then like you guys collaborate and then like the three of you lead those retreats. You know what I mean? And then that way there's like something for someone to do every single day. And then otherwise you're just like visiting and spending time together. So that's what it feels like to me. Yeah. It's definitely something I would do, but I'm not as social. And I feel like I have like my life's going in a completely different direction. But it does sound like a really really fun time, and I might tag along if you ever do it. I might go to one, you know. Um but yeah, definitely keep that in your back pocket because that's where I see it going. But at the same time, when I get like inspiration and like ideas like that, I don't like to always share them because I don't want someone else to like, I don't want to gatekeep, but I don't want someone else to do it before you because that's what I was seeing for you. Alina, yes, you can donate if you'd like. Yes, absolutely. But start small, do whatever you feel called to do. And that might be with starting a YouTube channel, but I do think it's going to build and build over time. And I'm seeing like monetization, I'm seeing ways for you to do this for a living or at least a supplemental income. You're very welcome. Absolutely. Oops. Did I was saying absolutely. I don't know if that was on mute or not. But have a great night. I hope that you enjoyed your readings with me. Okay. So next we have Eliana. She sent for a skip. So Eliana, you can go ahead and post. All right. So you want to move to a new place. How's it looking? Okay. Alina, I got your donation. I'm going to have to update the list. There's a couple people ahead of you. So just bear with me. I'll get that together in just a minute. All right. Want to move to a new place. How is this looking for her? How is this looking for her? Ooh. This is a message I don't get very often. So they are talking about a challenge being in your, it's not like in your way. It's not like a full block or something, but it's like this is a challenging thing to do for whatever reason. I don't know if it's like where you want to go or how fast you want to do this or whatever, but it's like, it sounds like a lot. But they're saying, and this is a message I don't know if I've ever gotten before, but they're saying that your good karma is going to make this happen for you. They're saying that everything that you want to make happen, it's going to go your way. You have the justice card. So this indicates like you getting your justice, like you getting your good karma, that even if this could be like I don't know, a challenge for you, this could be like something that's like, yeah, you just started thinking about it, you said. So like this could be just kind of sudden and kind of impulsive. And even though like seems like the odds were against you typically to do something like this, your good karma is coming back to you. So if this is what you want, is it gone? I thought I was talking. Did you hear anything that I said? Okay, I just wanted to play it back. Yes, yes, exactly. I just wanted to play it back really quickly and just make sure that if you were to rewind, you would be able to hear everything I said. And it was not on mute for anything that I had said. So maybe there was just like an issue on like the technological side of things. So if you want to like scroll back and then maybe like hit 2 times speed or something so you can catch back up to the live, you can, or like at the end of this, go back and see if there was anything you missed. But I did check and it looks like everything came through. So hopefully you'll be able to catch everything like later. But yes, the good karma is coming back for you. So like, I feel like typically it's not hard necessarily to move in 2 months, but it's like when it's an idea that just kind of came down and struck you and like you don't really have a lot of planning going on and you're not really sure like where or what, and you're just still in like the process of like figuring this out. 2 months does sound kind of daunting in terms of like a turnaround time for you. Okay, that sounds good. For you to like get this done in such short amount of time, or maybe like where you want to go might be, maybe there's not something open right now, but I feel like you can make this happen. I mean, honestly, honestly, I think you could. This sounds crazy, but I think even if you wanted to buy a house, I think you could have it in a 2 month turnaround time. I think that basically whatever it is that you want to happen, as if you decide it, then you're going to get it, is what it feels like. Even if it sounds challenging, even if it sounds hard, I think it's just all the good that you've put out into the world, all of the blessings and positivity you've spoken over other people, all of the help that you, and I know you have helped people, and you don't advertise it. I know there's things that you do for other people that other people don't know about, and you just do it out of the kindness of your heart, and you're not trying to get a thank you for it. You just want to be helpful. Like, I mean, even to complete strangers, I feel like there's things you've done to help them. So I think that a lot of good is coming back to you because of like just you walking around being a good person. And I think that you can make it happen. So in terms of the move, let's see. Do you have any specific plans that you want me to like look into, or do you want me to just kind of pull and see whatever comes out comes out? Like do you have a plan? Like do you know essentially like where you plan on moving, or what that looks like, or are you just kind of ready for a change and you just whatever happens happens? Yeah, you're welcome, Eliana. I mean, it's how I feel, but I also feel like I'm getting confirmation from spirit too, because it's like, as they say, God sees what you do, even if other people don't. And so, you're a good person through and through. And I know that you would do anything to help someone else. So, it'll be an apartment. All right, how does this look? Wow, you got the magician. So, wow, wow, wow. Okay. You got the magician. You also have the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune talks about karma as well, as we all know. And so, this is just going to basically be a good time for you. Like, I think doors are just going to open. I think someone might say, "Oh, I don't know, like the apartment that you want, like the person isn't planning on moving or anything anytime soon, like they just renewed their lease." Then like something's going to happen and they're going to be like, "Actually, it's available now." Like just stuff like that where it's like you might be met with challenges, like it might not look good from the outside, but I think that it's going to work itself out somehow. Or maybe the place that you wanted isn't available, but they've got like a nicer, newer place, and for your inconvenience, they're going to give it to you at like the same rate or something. Something crazy. Like I feel like you've got blessings that are coming out um that are going to do, really well. But really really good things for you. You said at least I'm looking into the possibility of an apartment. Okay. Like, so basically, what I'm hearing from Spirit is like, don't be stressed about what it looks like from the outside. We, we I don't ever want to steer someone wrong. Like, I don't ever want to tell them, "Oh, just don't worry about it." Like, just good things are just going to happen to you. I do believe that we have to collaborate with the universe to make good things happen for us. I believe if there's something we need to do or something we need to take control of, we can't just expect things to just happen. That happens sometimes, but not all the time. So if you feel a call to action, like maybe you're like, I'm not getting a good feeling about this apartment. Maybe they'll call me, maybe they won't. I still feel like I need to look somewhere else. By all means, do that. But I feel like what I'm hearing Spirit say is that your blessings will come, your karma is coming back to you, and it's all going to work out for your highest good. So I feel like just do intuitively what you feel you need to do, and everything else is going to sort itself out. Oh, absolutely. And speak out loud. Show me how good it gets. Show me how good it gets. I've been doing that. And let me tell you, my whole world has changed in the last 2 days. Like, I literally am like, show me how good it gets. Anytime that I feel like a negative thought coming in or something, I'm like, show me how good it gets. And it's been so good. Like, it's been so good. So I'm telling you, that's like my new catchphrase now. Show me how good it gets, because that really helps you like change your thought process, because now I'm like expecting amazing good things to happen. But yeah, I with the magician here, I feel like you have everything, all the tools in your arsenal. You have everything that you need to make good things happen for you. And I think the tables are turning in a good way for you. And I think that Spirit is saying that even if something sounds like a block, it probably isn't. And they just want you to keep that in the back of your mind. Take your inspiration, take your call to actions, do some research. But I'm like, what am I seeing? Like marble countertops. I'm seeing fancy for you. Like marble. It's like real stone. It feels like real stone to me. I don't know if what this is. It feels like real stone. So it could be like granite, quartz, marble. You said I love that. Oh my god, yes, that's so cute. I'm so excited. Um yeah, but like it feels fancy to me. Um I'm trying to think like if I'm seeing anything else. Yeah, put it together, girl. I don't know why, but like I feel like you're getting a newer unit. You're getting like a newer one. I don't know if it's new. Like I don't know if you're the first person to live there, but I feel like it's a newer unit. Um I feel like everything is in like really good condition still when you go to move in. I'm trying to think like if there's any other impressions that are coming in about it. All I can say is that it feels luxurious. Like it feels fancy, but the thing is that you can afford it just fine. Yeah, definitely put your manifestation list together. I actually started looking into something called a honey jar the other day, and they said it's hoodoo, which I don't really know much about, so I'm not gonna like fuck with something that I don't do research on. But it sounded good because basically you put just whatever you want in a jar of honey, and apparently it's supposed to like make things easier for you. So like if you have someone that's like really mean to you, put their name in a jar of honey and then suddenly they start like being nice to you or like kissing your ass even. um and then like if someone said that their landlord was really bothering them and then they put their name in a honey jar and all of a sudden they wanted to lower their rent. So it's like funny testimonials. Again, I would do your research and make that decision for yourself. But if that sounds in alignment with you, you could always try that, especially if there's something specific that you are wanting or what you're looking for. There's a specific price range. And it feels like positivity. The honey jar feels like good vibes only and like for the highest good of everyone involved. Like it doesn't sound like it's something that's gonna like give you bad karma, but who's to say? It feels like it's all going to work out for you, Aliana. Let me know if you have any questions about this. Are you looking for multiple bedrooms? Like, I feel like there's multiple bedrooms. Like, I don't know if I feel like it's more than one. Why can't I remember? Do you have kids? I can't remember. You're welcome. You don't play with shit you really don't know about. Yeah, I don't either. I don't either. I wanted to use runes at one point and I got talked out of that. I got talked out of runes. So I was like, I don't mess with Ouija boards either. I got to do the research first and then if it feels good to me then I'll do it. Okay. Yeah, because I was like, I feel like she would like if someone. That's why I was like, do you have kids? Because like, why am I getting multiple bedrooms? Because like, I would have assumed at first that you would have just wanted a one bedroom because it's just you or whatever. But I'm like, no, she's getting multiple bedrooms. I'm seeing her wanting multiple bedrooms. And then I was like, but wait, why? Because I was like, does she have a kid? But maybe you just want like a guest bedroom or you want a place to work, like an office or something, and that makes sense. Um, But yeah, you're very, very welcome. Oh my gosh. Have a great night. Thank you. Okay. So next on our list, we have Crow's Nest. Crow's Nest, I have you down for a mini reading, and you've been waiting a long time, waiting like an hour and a half. Um, if you're ready to post, feel free to do so. And let me update the donation list as well, just so that everyone can see where they are. Crow's Nest first, then we have James, then we have Sweeter, and then we have Alina. Oh, bless you, Bodhi. All right, so this is where the list is right now. I think I'm going to go ahead and close it out. I have a wedding tomorrow in this freezing cold weather, and I can't be on too late this evening. Alina, if you would like to pay to skip, I can put you before James. It's $5 to skip. If you cannot stick around, you can leave your question with me and come back and watch the recording later. Or you can just hang out until it's your turn. That's also an option for you as well. All right. If anybody has any questions, let me know. Thanks, Eliana. Bye, girl. You've been waiting a while. It's no wonder whenever you come in here, Crow's Nest, you usually pay to skip. I want to make sure that everyone feels like I'm dedicating the appropriate amount of time for them, but at the same time, we had a lot of people on our list tonight, and I'm grateful for it. It's just been really busy. It looks like I've had almost 20 donations tonight. So, all right. Yes, I know you can. All right, 2 to 3 months. Sometimes. Next 2 to 3 months for Crow's Nest, please. Next 2 to 3 months in love. Ooh. Oh my gosh. So sorry, I'm trying to process this. You have an emperor showing up, which I'm wondering because the emperor is like husband material. It's like the main guy, the main person. And it's interesting how we were talking about this earlier. And now all of a sudden here we are showing up. This is fire energy. This is like specifically Aries, but it could be like Leo Sag as well. This is like father figure, husband material, daddy energy. um 4 is really standing out to me. The number 4. Your love life is so stagnant. Oh my god. I don't know if this happens on the 4th day, the 4th month. We're looking, you said, 2 to 3 months, but I'm wondering if this is coming in April instead or something. Or maybe their birthday's in April. Maybe something significant happens in April. Maybe it becomes official in April. But yeah, we've got it better be a flop. The Emperor coming in to me as a love prospect feels significant. It's always going to feel significant because this is the husband card. Oh my god, and the Empress is here. Holy shit. Okay, so I just did a reading. You might have been here for it. I did it for Sweeter, and I told her that the Emperor and the Empress very rarely ever come up in the same reading at the same time. It's now happened twice. It has probably been a month or more since this has happened. People in this chat can attest to the fact that this doesn't ever really happen because when it does, I make a big deal about it, and it's been a very long time, and it's happened twice now in this same night, which is crazy. But this is like husband, wife. This is like you're going to meet your person soon. I think it's sooner than you think. I think it's just you are wanting your love right now, like yesterday. And so I think it's still going to be a few months. But yeah, I think that this person is coming in looking for their person. I think that they're looking for the person that they want to have a serious relationship with. And I think that they're looking at you as their ideal woman. You're glad it's not reversed. Yeah, it's not reversed. Like, you are captivating to them. You're stunning. You're vibrant. You're beautiful. You're radiant. You are like the goddess. You are. This person wants to have babies with you. All right. But really quickly, now that we know this person's coming in for, I gotta figure out what you feel for this person because I need to know, do you feel the same way? All right, does Jess feel the same way? Does Jess feel the same way? Ooh. Just I need some water. Just feel the same way. You were just about to ask that. Yeah, you feel the same way. What I will say is that this person is a little bit more into you than you are to them, but it's not about being into each other. It's about your caution. You are feeling everything at the same time that he is feeling things. And you are just as infatuated and excited about him as he is with you. It's just you are stopping yourself from being at the level of enthusiasm that he's at out of caution. um, but I think that you love his affection for you. I think you love the things that he says or does, whatever his love language is. It like really resonates with you. I think that you feel like you can understand him, understand his true intentions. I feel like he makes you feel extremely special. I think that the way that he makes you feel is just unmatched. And I think you guys know very early on that this is like the real deal. I do. And I think that you are going to be cautious and you're going to like put your eggs in his basket one at a time, but I still think that's going to collect very quickly. Like I think that this is a situation where you feel like you really want to invest in, and at a certain point you're just going to get out of your own way and you're going to go for it. So just really quickly, I pulled a card if it was someone new to you, like a romantic partner, new romantic partner, and I am getting a yes. I have the magician. I know. Isn't that kind of crazy how we like maybe we spoke him into existence or something. Just remember the number 4. Now, I don't really pay attention to the numbers in readings, but this was jumping out at me. So I don't know, maybe you're going to start seeing 444 or something like that, like when this person's coming into your life, or maybe after you meet them, you see that number a lot, and that's like a way for you to just be very aware of what's going on, because maybe it's confirmation, maybe you meet on the 4th day of the month or the 4th day of the week or the 4th month of the year. Like, I don't know, something about 4 just sounds important. But the other thing is too, is that 4s signify foundations, like really, really solid relationships that are built on trust and communication and honesty and love and adoration and things like that. So that's just a good number in general. No more old people. Past people. You're very welcome. Have a good night. Thank you so much. Okay. Next up, we have James. Before I get started on James, Sweeter or Alina, do either of you want to donate $5 to skip ahead? James's readings can take about 30 minutes, give or take. He donates $60 worth of donations. So it takes me a while to get through his. So if either of you would like to donate to jump ahead, I want to give you that opportunity. It's $5 to do so. If you want to wait, that's great too. I can go ahead and get started on his reading, get to you as soon as I can. Or the third option is to leave your question with me. And when it's your turn, I'll call on you. If you're here, great. If not, it doesn't matter. I'll still do your reading and you can come back and listen to the recording whenever you have an opportunity to do so. So I'm just going to give you a second, either of you, to let me know if you would like to skip ahead. And if not, that's cool. I'll get started on James. Nighty night. Bye, Jess. Hey, James. Yay, we finally get you live. All right. If it's cool with you, James, I'm gonna run to the restroom really fast and then we're gonna go ahead and get started. It doesn't look like anyone wants to jump ahead, so we're just gonna get to you now and do everything here. It's been a while. I don't know if that's sarcasm because you're oh, you mean like doing it live? Oh, okay, because I was like, I feel like I talk to you all the time. But yeah, it's been a while since we've been able to catch each other on a live. But yeah. So I feel like I'm already tapping into her energy. So while I run to the bathroom, I'm gonna just kind of see like if any impressions come through or anything like that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get started. As soon as I'm back, I will let you know we're started on the channeling, and then I'll let you know when it's done as usual, and we'll just kind of move forward from there. This is actually perfect timing because I have to be done before 1. So I got about an hour to finish everyone's readings. All right, perfect. Okay, I'm back. So, getting started on your channeling now, and I'll let you know when we're about like halfway done and then when I'm about to send it. So, Alina, James donated for a channeled message. That's what CM stands for on the screen. And this is a custom curated message. I'm a channeler, and that's what I'm known for. So, it's a very popular reading. And I basically use automatic writing, like I handwrite. a message from your person to you. And it's a little quiet in the chat when I do that because I'm channeling. So this takes anywhere from like 5 to 10 minutes, maybe sometimes longer, depending on how hard it is to channel. And then I send that message via Instagram or email or whatever when I'm done and complete with it. So that's what I'm working on for James. So it's a little quiet in the chat. Once I'm complete with that, and then I move on to his love two and then his BOGO questions, then you're going to start hearing me talk a little bit more. Hopefully that answers your question. All right, James, I'm about halfway done, maybe just need a few more minutes. Amira, or Alina, I'm sorry. That sounds great. Let me save your question. So what I'll do when it's your turn is I will call on you. And if you're here, great, I'll do your reading. And if not, I'll do your reading either way. James, I just finished up your message. So let me get that sent over to you really quickly. All right, there we go. All right. So she says, I think we need to be real and acknowledge that it's time for a change. I'm at a place with where we are at where I don't need to feel bad. No, sorry. I'm at peace with where we are at. I don't need to feel bad for never measuring up, and I don't want to worry if I'm letting you down in disappointment. I think we can both agree we are on better paths as individuals and let bygones be bygones. There is this picture you have in your head about how you want your life to be, and I think you need to go live that life. I don't want you to wait on me. Go make your dream come true. I don't know where I'll be when you do, but that's on me to figure out. I'll be fine and you will be too. So let's get shuffling for your love to option. Yeah, a bit chilly. A bit chilly. I don't know. It's difficult because I'm like, would it be easier if it was like a nice letter? Would it be harder for you? I don't know. That's why like I have to keep my ego out of it and just literally channel whatever is coming through because this is a path, you guys have to take and figure out. Let's do a love two real quick. I know. It's a gross feeling because she's trying to close out this, whatever this is, she's trying to close it out. And like, it's uncomfortable because it makes you feel like you wasted time. It might make you feel like you didn't get that validation that you thought you'd get from her at some point, and that's a hard thing to let go of. And it just like really feels like she's trying to put an end to this right now. Like I think she's just trying to accept what is. Now, what I will say is that like you never even matter, and that's what's hard because you're just like what was this for? What was this for? But what I will say is that usually the person that is putting the energy and the effort in first is the person that gets heartbroken, but they're also the ones that move on the fastest. And she will be left in her stupor with the remnants of what is left behind. Because, like, yeah, I know it feels like it's all in vain. I feel, here's what I think, and this is the track record, is that the people that don't realize your value in real time, you are the ones that end up disappointed at first and you end up hurt at first, but then you have time to move on and let go. And that reality is going to come crashing down on her when she least expects it, and you're going to be like long gone. And she's going to have to deal with that. And so she may not be feeling the heartbreak right now. She may not be feeling the hardship. She may not be feeling the challenge that you both are feeling, or that you're feeling right now. But she will. It's just going to happen in different time than you. But that makes sense because you are light years ahead of her. You are more advanced than her. You are more evolved than her right now. And so she's behind in every single way. And she's also going to be behind in the heartbreak. It's hitting you hard now, but you're going to get over it. And I know this isn't what you want to hear. What you want to hear is she's going to get her shit together and then maybe you can see this one day, That's not the answer that I have for you right now. Because I feel like what she's putting towards this connection, how she's thinking, what she's feeling is this is for the best. Like, this is what needed to happen. She probably feels like she was prolonging it. I think, honest to God, I think she is fine with how things are right now. And I think that what she'd want to do is she'd want to start the cycle up all over again. Like, I think that she'd be totally fine not talking to you for a couple months and then reaching out to you like, hey, what's up? What's new? Let's be just friends. And I think that that was her motive. That was her thing, was to just disappear off the face of the earth, come back around, pull on your energy. Let's just be friends. And then pull away, come back around, pull on your energy, let's be friends. And I think she would have continued that cycle for a very long time. Yeah. I know. And that stance is hard because you're like, I want confirmation now. I want vindication now. I want to feel like I mattered now. And I honest to God think that it's very possible that she might reach out to you and be like, are you still mad at me? At some point, in the coming months or whatever, and like try to just like pick up where you left off. And that wouldn't surprise me. I mean, for now, I think her mind is that you guys just need to go your separate ways. I really do think that. But I think in the future she could potentially go back down that old habit of like seeing if she could meddle her way back into your life again. But yeah, right now her intention is to like stay separated, I guess. We have the Page of Cups in reverse. So repressed emotion. She doesn't feel in the mindset to express herself to you at all. I know you were never in it to just be friends. I know. It's such a shitty feeling, I'm sure, because you're just like, I just feel like I was scum between your toes, you know? Like, I just felt like I, like, literally was nothing to you, and to think that I put all this effort and energy into you and you have nothing to give to me and I have nothing to show for it. It just feels really shitty. And for you, you feel like you can't get that closure, and I don't see her giving that to you. Um, we have the Seven of Swords, so there's that hiding again. The hiding away, doing things in secret. The overall energy is the Emperor in reverse. We are not stable right now. Like, this is not a stable connection. I almost feel like you guys are living in two different universes, like two different realities. It's like, I'm aware that how we think is what creates our reality. I'm fully aware of that, but I feel like you guys are just in completely different universes, like completely different timelines. Like, it's wild. Even when you were looking to resolve and reconcile, she was firm in her coldness. I know. You believe that you're in totally different realities. Yeah. Speaking different languages. Yep. It's like, but the thing is that are the rose colored glasses off? Like, do you still view her as this special creature, like this special ethereal being that, or do you really see her for who she is? Because I feel like it's almost like the illusion hasn't been fully broken for you, because you are having such a hard time letting go and walking away. And it's like, do you think that she really had the good in her that you saw? Or do you think that it was like you were just making her in your mind to be better than she was? Because it's like, and you don't have to answer that really. Like, it's just food for thought, because it's like, if all the good parts of her were what you were envisioning about her, like if you, oh, I see. I see. I got you. Yeah, that makes sense. Why did she and James incarnate together? And since knowing those things about her and feeling that way about her, does that make it easier to move on? Because if someone was really a bad person, like evil tendencies, very cold, like why would you still have affections? You know what I mean? It's almost like she cast a spell on you or some shit. It sounds crazy, but it feels like she like cast a spell on you. Um, let's see. So she is in this, or you were in this to kind of show her how to really get to know someone for the sake of getting to know them. You were supposed to teach her and show her like selflessness and making an effort with someone and having the opportunity to experience what it's like to have a soulmate in your life. And um you were here to like bring a lot of opportunity to her, I'm also seeing like you could have given her like everything. You could have given her a marriage. You could have given her um and you also gave her like multiple chances is what I'm seeing as well. And so like it feels like to me you were in her life to kind of show her unconditional love and teach her how to engage with someone else selflessly, to be interested in that other person, to really get to know someone and love someone on a deep level. It's very clear she didn't take that opportunity. Um, your lesson now, I feel, it might have always been the lesson, but you need to free yourself, is what I'm seeing. Free yourself from this. Take control of your life. Love yourself first and give yourself respect. That makes you more like appealing to the person that you're with, and that trusting in like, oh, that's so crazy. I just got, you know what I just got a message about? You feel like the purpose to, yes, yes, I agree with that, James. I agree with that. Um, Interestingly enough, I feel like you have divine intervention with Kira, by the way. I feel like that's a divinely blessed union. I really do. You have these feelings for so long, so you can just flip a switch and turn off 100%. Yeah. You feel like you had a purpose and it failed. Yeah. I mean, we've talked about your purpose a lot. Like, I've had a lot of different readings where we talk about what you were meant to do here. And I think that there was a lot that you could have shown her in this life in terms of compassion and unconditional love. And you could have helped her heal a lot of her troubles. And you could have been like like a leader in your relationship. You could have taken the lead and like really allowed her to harness herself, like her creativity, and support her in ways that she would want to be supported. It's interesting because it's like you were a soulmate for her, and I don't even know if she wants a soulmate. Like, I feel like the last time she thought about a soulmate, like a true partner, was like when she was a kid. There's like an inner child that, I mean, she'll probably tell you. She'd probably tell you, "Oh, I never dreamt of a wedding. I never dreamt to have kids. I never dreamt to be a mom. I never dreamt to be a wife." She'd probably tell you all those things, but I think she doesn't remember like early years feeling of hope, feeling like maybe she could get out and maybe she could have a better life. And I think what ended up happening was she didn't get out. She didn't have a better life, and she just basically succumbed to, the chaos around her, and she became a product of her own environment and decided, I'm not going to grow and evolve past this. I think you were meant to like teach her a lot, and she refused to learn. And I think too that that was supposed to be an ever evolving relationship as well. Like, for example, you guys had still so many things to learn about each other. So, like, it's like a video game. Like, you guys only made it, like, say there's 40 levels and you only made it to like 3. It's like if you guys were to become more than friends and start dating, there would be lessons there. If you guys were to, like, move in together, there would be lessons there. If you guys were to get married, there'd be lessons there. Kids lessons, like animals lessons, life lessons, grandchildren lessons. Like, I feel like there was just like every stage there was like a boss to beat, and you guys could have continued to evolve really, really highly and really well. um I think it's complete at this time, but I just want to put it out there, James. Like, God, I hate giving you hope, but I think that you might feel called to her because I think you guys are, this is so crazy to say, but I feel like you are meant to have a kid with her. Um, but I think that after the kid is born, your contract might be complete. Like, I think this sounds so wild to say, but I feel like the reason you still feel like a tug or a pull to her is because you might end up like, or you feel like there's a spirit baby, like there's a baby that's wanting to come in to be yours and Patty's, and you feel kind of stuck because you're like, there's something, it's incomplete, like there's unfinished business here, but I'm moving forward with someone that is everything to me and that's giving me everything I want, and that's like my dream girl. And so you're having a hard time because you feel like you're giving up on like a life that still needed to be finished or something. What is her true feelings for him? You believe Kira's a gift from God? Yeah, I think she's divine intervention. It's wild because everything how I envisioned the potential of Patty and I could have been has been Kira and I. What I really hope, James, what I really hope is that like your spirit baby could come through and like switch parents or something, and you feel like more complete in that reality. Life is wild, man. It's really, you felt all those feelings you're supposed to have, all those levels and evolved together, and it went nowhere. I know. Sweeter says, I understand what you're going through, James. I had this with my childhood person, and we have a spirit baby, but I'm currently dealing with someone else. Yeah, I think that's what it is, James, that's keeping you connected is the spirit baby. I really do. Now, what ends up happening is that I believe like our babies choose us, and so depending on the lessons and things that your baby needs to learn and play out and what they're choosing to come to earth to do, potentially could switch over to you and Kira. But I think that baby can't make any decisions until like you make your decisions, like until you know where your heart is. But I think there's that reality that hasn't been played out, and like I posted something on Instagram, and it's like, I think that the reason why we feel such a strong pull to someone and it feels so weird seeing them live a life without us is not that we're necessarily supposed to be with them, but it's that we are with them in another timeline, like in another universe, in another life. Every thought that we have, every decision we make is playing out all together at one time. And so like we feel this pull to them because there is life that we are experiencing with them in other realities, just not our own. And so that makes it really hard because it's like sometimes hard to like let go of people, you know? Yeah, the runner chaser energy. It'd be one thing if it played out and we realized this wasn't it, but we never even got there. I know. It's really tough. What's her true feelings for him? So, James, I feel like her, she felt more for you than she let on. Okay. She was always going to get in her own way when it came to you. That was always her intention. But she felt more for you than she let on. I will I will stay on that hill. I do not think that this was completely in your head. I don't think you're completely delusional. Do I think that you had a lot of hope for this to play out when all the facts were facing you and telling you it wasn't going to happen? Do I think that you had a lot of hope for it? Do I think that you pushed this like a lot further along than maybe the signs that were in front of you were telling you to do? Yes. But I don't think that you're crazy, and I don't think this was all in your head. And I think that there were things that she said, and I think there were things that she did that made you feel like, okay, this isn't for nothing. And I feel deep down like her feelings for you were there. They were stunted. It was like an intentional block because she just didn't want to let herself go there with you. And so I don't think she ever was able to feel the full potential of the feelings that she could have had for you. That she never got there because she stopped herself from going down that road. And I think while she was stunting herself, your feelings were growing. Her capacity to feel for you was hindered while your heart was growing for her. And I think that's what makes it really, really like complicated because she was doing a lot of things that were telling you, well, first of all, she was doing a lot of things that were confusing. And I think you got a lot of mixed signals from her. But I also feel like she was doing certain things that was making you think, okay, maybe this is going to happen. Maybe this is like a thing. Like we're doing this together, we're doing this together. And she gave me this and she told me that. And I think the big responsibility is on her shoulders for leading you on. But there's a part of her that didn't think she was leading you on. There was a part of her that thought she was being honest with you. And then there was a part of her that really just didn't care either way. So it's like, I think she thinks you're a good person. I think that she really does deep down. I think that, again, the confirmation bias, if she creates a narrative in her head that you're a bad person and then you do bad things or say not nice things, then she can confirm that for herself. But I think deep down, she really thinks you're a good person. I think that she thought it was her job to teach you things. I think she thought it was her job to show you things and you wouldn't listen and you wouldn't learn and you felt you felt that that was your job in her life, was to teach her things and show her things, and she wouldn't learn. And I think you guys really really butt heads like quite a bit. I think disagreeing with you was exciting for her. I think arguing with you kept you at a distance, and that was intentional. um I think that there was a part of her that wanted to break you down because that would be logical to her to do that, because it would prove to her that she shouldn't be falling for you. So I think that if she pointed out all of your quote unquote red flags that she perceived, then that would be her argument for herself to not develop feelings for you. And I, truth be told, do not think that she ever allowed herself to experience falling for you. I think she stopped herself before it got to that point. I think there are certain things subconsciously that she couldn't stop herself from, because a lot of our actions are from unconscious, subconscious thoughts and patterns. And so there are parts of her that probably fell for you a little bit harder than what she was consciously trying to do. But I do think that keeping you at a distance was like always in the plan. It was always the thing that she was going to do. I know. Yeah. It was like tearing you down was doing two things. One, it was making her feel better about herself. And also, it was like a defense where she could say, and that's why I'm not with you. And that's why I'm keeping you at a distance. Keep telling me, keep telling me all these things because all you're doing is proving to me why I'm not with you. Like, she was looking for the bad, she wasn't looking for the good. And her true feelings right now are that this was for the best. James, I, truth be told, do not think that she's over here like stressing about you at all. Like, not, I mean, I'm sure she's, you're crossing her mind in certain ways, but I don't think that she's stressing it. I really don't. I think that she's continuing to take your energy when she doesn't deserve it, even when you guys aren't speaking. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And I don't think it's fair for you to like be her punching bag anymore. Like, I just don't think that's fair and you shouldn't have to do that. I think she needs to sort out her mess without you around because she was just dragging you down. Yeah, I don't think she's stressing it. And that's the other thing, James, that might be making it hard for you to move on is because you want to be vindicated. You feel like you didn't get your vindication. You feel like you didn't get your justice. And that might be making it hard too. There's a lot here. There's a lot here. And it still needs to all play out. But you don't want this version of her. And this is the version that she is right now. And I think that that's what you have to tell yourself is I would never be with the person that she is right now. I would never be with this version of her. Even if she came to me tomorrow and said, let's make this happen, I would never want to be with this version of her. And so you need to kind of remember that, like at all times, is that this is not who you want. This is not the version of her you want. Sweeter, if you're in here, you can post your question. And then I'm going to move on to Alina, and then I'm going to sign off because I got to get going. We have a wedding in the morning, and I got to shower and get to bed. We have a wedding on a weekend, and it's supposed to snow, and it's at 11 in the morning. What the heck? I'm sorry, James. I know. I feel for you, man. But I'm here to hold your hand through it. Like, I'm the kind of friend that like you can talk to me about the same thing over and over or whatever, and like I understand the need to really get it out of your system. I understand the need to process, and like I'm never gonna judge you for it. Am I gonna try to steer you in the right direction? Yes. Am I gonna try to say, hey, like this is the reality of the situation? Of course. But you know, if you have to talk through things like and I haven't always been this way, I would say, but as I get older, as I understand, as I've gone through a lot of relationships, I realize that sometimes you just have to like talk things through and you have to like really get it off your chest. But there will be a breakthrough for you. You will have that, and I'm here and excited to celebrate that when that happens. Yeah, of course. We all have our own processes and we all are on our own time. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you saying that. All right, continuation. All right, so the question that we answered was what are his intentions? Um so like do you want to look into maybe like his next actions like that he plans on taking, or you want to see where this can go? Okay. James, I hope you have a good night. Enjoy your weekend. I also want to just like throw out there real quick, guys, that it is supposed to snow this weekend for us. It's supposed to start on Monday, and I'm planning on taking like a longer weekend, but I really hope that by Tuesday at the latest I can work again. If for whatever reason our power goes out, you don't see me like Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday or something crazy like that, just know that it's not me. It's not my decision. It's the power. I might still be able to do like offline readings depending on how much service I have, but I don't know what's going to happen. We're supposed to get like a foot of snow. So I'll just have to keep you guys posted as I can. All right, next actions from Milo. Next actions from Milo. All right, so I think he's going to start asking you some questions, sweeter. I feel like he wants to get to know you more. Like he wants to learn more about you. He wants to um like I feel like he just wants to kind of learn you. I think he wants to learn what makes you tick, what turns you on, what gets you excited, what you're passionate about. I feel like he's trying to look deeper into things. He's wanting to communicate more with you about what he wants out of life, what he is looking for, being more vocal about these things, and even like including you in future plans and things like that. So I think that you can expect more questions. I think you can expect him to like look deeper and try to be more introspective. You can expect maybe like more heart to heart conversations as well. Um, Additionally, I think that he is trying to start anew with you. I think that he would really like to put past issues and past people and whatever else like leave it in the past and try to move forward with you in a very new, refreshed way. I think he's excited to explore what will happen. I don't know if he's ready to commit to you just yet, but I think that that is bubbling underneath the surface. Um, he told me he felt like he needed his daughter to be first. She helped him. I thought that was cute. That is cute. Hi, Starry Eyed. How are you? He's definitely keeping an open mind, and I think that he's looking to spend more time with you as well. So he's looking for more quality time, more one-on-one time with you for sure. Hopefully you're having a good night, Starry. I also feel like he's gonna want to reciprocate. He's showing me, oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're here too. We are actually wrapping up, which is so funny that you finally made it in. We're we're working on our last donations of the night. But I hope that you're doing well. Um, so sweeter, I feel like Milo really wants to reciprocate with you. Like I don't think he's like this with many people, and I think that it's shocking him that he is feeling this way because normally he's like me, 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 and sometimes he can be kind of selfish with his like people, like his lovers, like he could just be in it for his own self, for his own gratification, satisfaction, his own ego. But I feel like with you, he's finding himself wanting to reciprocate. He's finding himself wanting to make you happy and satisfy you and please you and like make sure that you're enjoying yourself. Like he's like surprising himself because he's saying like I want to like make her happy, make her feel fulfilled. So it sucks because you have to travel to each other, and the little bit of time you spend together hasn't been much because he would have to either go pick up his daughter or go to work. Well, I think that you can understand that, right? Like that his daughter comes first, but he is trying to keep you in the loop. He's trying to keep you informed about that, and I think that that's very very vital. It's like when a man tells you what his plans are and he's trying to say, "Hey, by the way, I can't talk. I've got my daughter. By the way, I'll reach out to you later tonight. Just can't talk right now. By the way, I'll text you in the morning." As long as he's giving you that play by play and he's following through with those things, I think that you can like be very like confirmed in the fact that he like is very interested in you. Starry, yes, energies are all over the place tonight. Isn't it crazy? Okay, I thought it was just me, but I'm like, this is such a good vibe today. Like, I'm just really enjoying today's energy, whatever this is. I feel like happy and excited and energetic, and like, I feel like the doors are opening up. I feel like I'm on it with these readings. Like, I'm enjoying the energy of today. When will I be on next? So you can expect me to be live next week for sure. Tuesday through Friday, you should see me a couple of times. It's usually at night. So like Eastern Standard Time, you can usually see me like late evening into early morning. Um and I should be on Tuesday through Friday at least 3 or 4 times next week. The only thing that would stand in my way from that is if our power goes out from the storms, from the winter storm that's coming our way. But otherwise, like I'll be on. And hopefully I see you. Starry, if you're not following me on Instagram, you should because I always post over there when I'm going live. And if I'm doing offline readings or if I'm going live or if I'm offering free readings or just whatever. So if you're on Instagram, you want to follow me, I'll follow you back. Yeah, notification bell. That sounds good. Sweeter says he told me he likes to make sure he satisfies me. Yes, Sweeter. That's what I'm talking about. He's into reciprocation. He told you he's never felt so excited with someone like that before, and he's never had someone make him feel as good as I do. Oh my God. I love that he's a real dad. His daughter is super adorable, so I appreciate that about him. I'm able to see his valuable side when it comes to her. Absolutely. So like these are his actions. Like he's saying, I want to please her. I want to reciprocate. I want to make her feel good. And honestly, it's like it's about him, yes, but like it's so much not about him anymore. He's just thinking about how much he's excited to just like make you happy. And I could see, because I know this isn't a spicy reading, but I could definitely see him getting to the point of being in a relationship with you where sometimes it's not even about him at all. It's just about you. And I think you can kind of connect those dots. So, um, Yeah, I think it's all about equal, like equal energy. Like if he feels he got off one night and you didn't, he's going to make sure you do the next night. Like that's what I mean. Like I just feel like he always wants to make sure things are even. Whatever you're doing, whatever you're giving to him, he wants to give back to you in the same way. Oh my gosh. Well, that's exciting. Um Yeah, so reciprocation and going deep, I feel like he really wants to have like some heart-to-heart conversations. And I think also he might want to be a little bit more vulnerable as well. Um, Maybe like showing you even more of his softer side than what you've had the chance to see so far. Will do, love. Feel free to come to one of my lives and I'll give you a free fellow reader. Ooh, that sounds fun. Okay, Starry. Well, next time I see you live, I will. Wait, am I following you? Hold on, let me check. Oh yeah, I'm subbed. So yeah, that sounds great. Starry, next time I see you live, I'll be sure to pop in, okay? It was good talking to you. What else? What else can she expect? Give me one more message. What else can she expect? Ooh, okay. So he's going, well, we got two things actually. You're very welcome, Starry. I'll see you around. Um, you're gonna get an uptick in flirting with him. Like he's going to like be super, super into like making you laugh, making you blush, saying things that kind of really put you on the spot because he wants to see how you react. He really likes watching you react. And this is also coming across sexually, but he really likes like watching you and seeing like how you react to certain things that he says, or things that he does. It's like a turn on to him. But I'm getting like a lot of flirting. Like if it's probably already happened, but I'm getting like sexting even. Like I feel like there's a lot of flirtation that's happening. Like as much as you guys can communicate. Um, he said he draws just like you and you love to watch him. The morning you were over his place was on the 31st. He didn't realize that I was watching him draw and he noticed it. And I saw how big his eyes got. It warmed his heart. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. So yeah, I feel like he's really going to want to put you on the spot. Like he loves getting a reaction out of you no matter what it is. Whether it's a laugh, you're freaked out, you think something's hilarious, you think something's disgusting, like he doesn't really care. He just likes getting a reaction out of you. Um, yeah. Okay. We'll expect more frequency in that. Like he's very into you. And then lastly, I think he wants to make you feel safe. So he's going to do things that make you feel like you can be open with him, you can be vulnerable with him. You can kind of let your guard down a little bit more, maybe let him into some things or some like just confiding in him in ways that you didn't realize that you would be just because you feel like you are safe to do so. So I think he just wants to make you feel really good and make you feel comfortable in his presence, maybe be very protective of you, maybe certain actions show like him being a little territorial. Like, so for example, if you're walking down the street together, he might walk on the outside of you to make sure that, like, if a car came, onto the sidewalk or something, he could push you out of the way. Like, chivalry type stuff. You're going to be noticing, like, certain things that he does to protect you. Maybe when you're around, he's going to be very, like, observant of everywhere. Like you're going to see him kind of scanning just to make sure there's no like danger or threats coming or whatever. Like I feel like he's just going to be very like protective of you, very like, I don't know, moving you out of the way kind of thing. Like it just, there's some type of protection, safety situation that you're kind of creating in him. And I think you'll be noticing that a bit more. You like to mess with him. He always walks you to the lift. Yeah, stuff like that where he's like, text me when you get home. Just like little territorial things, like very protective, very like man, leader, chivalry vibes. I think you're going to be noticing a lot more from him in the coming days or weeks. Okay, Dad. Oh, that's really sweet. Having a daughter is good for him. But yeah, let things unfold naturally, of course. And, if you're not ready for something, don't do it. If you are, do it. Like, you just follow your intuition. I feel like you've been doing so good so far. You know, just keep it up. But hopefully that answers your question or like helped elaborate a little more onto what to expect from the connection. Hey, Alina. You're very welcome, sweeter. Have a great night. Okay, this is for Alina. My name is Amira Katharina. Yes, Alina, I think I've done a reading for you before, maybe once or twice. It did. I'm starting to feel like I can let my guard down. So I'm happy. Oh, I'm happy to hear that. You'll have to keep me posted, sweeter, on how things go with you guys. I love updates, especially good ones. People call me Amira. The person I'm asking about is named Wally. Love option 2. All right, love option 2, please. How's this person showing up for the connection, thoughts, feelings, intentions? Are there any blocks or influences, overall energy? Wally and Amira. Wally and Amira. Thank you, sweeter. Yes, you be safe too. Have a great night. And tell Kaisha that I hope she has a good night too. How is he showing up for the connection, thoughts, feelings, intentions? Are there any influences or blocks? Overall energy. Oh, perfect. Okay. Hmm. She says she's on the train in NYC, so she probably is losing service. So she said thank you. Oh, perfect. You're welcome. Um. All right, Amira. I feel like Wally is going through like unexpected changes, and that is influencing your current connection that you have with him. Um, and that's how things are playing out. We have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So this is telling me that there's not a lot of motivation coming from him. He's not putting this as like a primary focus or priority as much as he should. And that he's having his own personal issues or conflicts that are interfering with your connection. I feel like from his perspective that I don't know. I feel like I want to say something, but also I don't know if that's completely right. He has interest here. He has interest in you, Amira, but I feel like he feels that you have more interest in him than he does in you. We have the Emperor in reverse. It's like he's not giving back. He's not reciprocating that energy that you're giving to him. And he looks at you as like a really great person. The Queen of Pentacles indicates like a wife or a mother, like very a person of value. So he views you as someone of value. Like he views you as someone who wants to be a wife, who wants to be a mom. Um, or maybe you already are, a mom or something. I don't know. But he's viewing you as like you have this specific life that you're looking to live, that you want this future that you want. And him coming through as the Emperor in reverse makes me feel like he feels he can't give that to you. He's either doesn't want to or he can't. Um, and that whatever complications that he's got going on in his life are making this harder for him to fulfill these wishes that you have. I have the Six of Pentacles in reverse as far as his intentions, and that indicates to me that he does not have a lot of stability to offer. He can't offer you something consistently. He is feeling like, I don't know. I'm hearing the word codependent, but I don't know if he's codependent on you, but it feels like he intends on like keeping things as they are. Like I don't feel him moving forward. Even if he's not moving back, he may not be moving away from you, but he's not moving forward. If you want to shed any enlightenment on like what's going on or what your status is, feel free. But I'm trying to pull the information that I can based off the cards individually. I don't I don't feel like there are necessarily blocks or influences in a strong capacity, but the Fool is here, which indicates to me someone who might just want to like fly by the seat of their pants. Like they might have other like expectations. Like I feel like he has expectations and pressures put on him by other people, which might be why he's drawn to you. But I feel like he has like pressure from his family or his parents or something like that, and some kind of expectations. And he wants to live a life where he can just do whatever he wants whenever he wants, is what it feels like to me. And so I feel like he just doesn't. You said, I just want to know why he hasn't answered in 12 days. I think that well, first of all, I said that there's unexpected changes or challenges that he's got going on in his life that he didn't see coming that have impacted or influenced this connection. But what I will say, um, does he have feelings? I just think that there's interest in you, but I don't think that there's enough interest in you. I think that he knows that you have feelings for him, and I think that he is aware also that you have stronger feelings for him than he does for you. I have the Two of Cups in reverse. This talks about like disconnection or imbalance, and I feel like he wants to just do what he wants to do. Like I feel like he has expectations put on him and he wants to live this life that he wants to live. It's the metaphor that's coming to mind is he's a trust fund kid. Like he's supposed to inherit the family business and he just wants to fuck around and he wants to do whatever he wants to do. He has like this is a metaphor. This is a comparison. This is a example or an analogy. I'm not saying that's who he is, but this is the energy, is that he has expectations put on him. Basically, his whole life has been planned out for him since before he was born. And now he feels he has to fulfill that prophecy, even though he wants to go do something different, you know? So like that's what it feels like to me. And I feel like you do kind of feel that way. Okay, good, because that means that I'm tapping into like the energy correctly. That is what it feels like to me. Um and so the problem is that he feels all these like pressures from other people, and I feel like and I mean this in the nicest way. I think you might be another one of those pressures for him. I think that he is kind of like going through something right now, and I think honestly he's just shutting everything out, and he's shutting everyone and everything out, you know. And that's not fair to you, and I completely resonate with that, and I appreciate that, because that's not fair to you. He shouldn't just disappear off the face of the earth for 2 weeks. But it feels like this is where his mind is, and he's saying, I'm functioning the best that I know how, and right now I just cannot communicate. And I'm hearing codependency, and I thought it was about you guys, but I wasn't like fully confident about that. I'm feeling now codependency for him elsewhere. Like if it is his family or it is his parents or something, there's a codependent relationship there. And I think that there's a lot of there's just these expectations, like, and it's transactional, like, you know, you're gonna do this because I do this and this for you. So like he feels obligated in these other areas. He feels there's like a lot of family issues, it seems, because we have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, and the overall energy is the Hierophant. So what I think, Amira, is that I feel like you are good breeding. Like you are like the perfect person for him to be with. You are a good person, you are mature, you are wise, you are loving, you would make a good wife, you would make a good mother to his children. You know, I feel like you just have all the good stuff. But I feel like there's a disconnect in terms of like if that's the life that he wants, because you're so you're such the perfect mold that I almost feel like he's scared to be with you, because he would feel like he's just giving his parents what they want, and he doesn't want to do that. He doesn't want to give the parent. He wants to figure out for himself what it is that he wants. Is he interested in you? Is he attracted to you because he's attracted to you, or is it because you are what his parents would like? And he's trying to differentiate between the two. And I think that that's kind of hard for him, is that he doesn't know if by pursuing you it's making him happy or if it's making other people happy. Like, this is such an interesting message. I don't think I've ever told anyone this before, but um so yeah. Okay, so that's what I have. I feel like, you know, the overall energy with the Hierophant is just like traditions. It's like him following in the footsteps, him following like the prophecy that's been laid out for him, the things that he feels he needs to do. And I think, Amir, you have to give him space to figure out like if that's what he wants too. You know, you've got to let him figure out if you are the person that he wants to be with, or if he wants to take a different route. And that could be why in the beginning of the relationship, you might have felt like he was more interested or he was more invested in this than he is now, because I think he's just trying to break the mold. Like, I feel like he's just trying to be different. He's trying to forge his own path. And I think you're getting mixed up in the mess. And I think, you know, from your perspective, you're going to want to be with someone who like for sure knows that they want to be with you, you know? Like you don't want to be with someone just because they think you're good for them, or like they would make someone, you would make someone happy, like you would make his family happy. Like you want to be with someone because they chose you, and that they can't live without you. They don't want to live without you. They want to be with you and only you. And so you have to give them that space to figure that out. It just sucks that you're along for the ride, because that's not fair. So, Amira, that's what I've got, friend. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. I gotta get going. I gotta get in the shower and get to bed. But I'm sending you a lot of love, and I hope that this provides some kind of clarity for you to understand how to move forward. And yeah, anyone else that's hanging out, I will see you guys next week. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. Good night, everyone.